Ever get that sinking feeling when you look at your bank account after payday? Like, where'd all the money go? It's not your imagination. Thanks to inflation, the cost of everything from groceries to gas is going up, making it harder and harder to stretch your paycheck to the end of the month. That's where services like beforepay come in. They offer a lifeline, a way to access a portion of your already earned wages before payday. But with beforepay, there's a limit on how much you can take out. So, the big question is, does the beforepay limit increase? That's exactly what we'll be tackling in this video. We'll break down how beforepay works, how the limit is determined, and explore some ways you might be able to get it increased. So, whether you're a beforepay pro or just curious about how it works, stick around. Beforepay in a nutshell. Beforepay is a service that allows you to access a portion of your wages you've already earned, but before your official payday. It's essentially a short-term loan, but instead of paying interest, you typically pay a small fee for the service. Think of it like this. Let's say you get paid bi-weekly, and halfway through the pay period, you find yourself in a bit of a bind. Your car needs a repair, or an unexpected bill comes up. Beforepay allows you to access a part of your paycheck that you've technically already worked for to cover that expense until your official payday. Understanding your beforepay limit. Now, beforepay doesn't just give you unlimited access to your paycheck. There's a limit, set based on a few factors. Your income, this is a big one. Beforepay considers your income to determine how much of a cushion you likely have. The higher your income, the higher the limit you might be eligible for. Your spending habits. Beforepay takes a look at your past spending patterns to assess your financial situation. They want to make sure you can comfortably repay the amount you borrow without falling behind on bills. Your employment history. Beforepay likely wants to see some stability in your employment. This shows them you have a reliable source of income to repay the borrowed amount. Can you increase your beforepay limit? Unfortunately, there's no magic button to instantly boost your limit. But there are a few things you can do to potentially increase your eligibility over time. Build a consistent income history. The longer you're employed with a stable income, the better it looks for beforepay. Manage your beforepay usage responsibly. If you consistently use beforepay and repay the borrowed amounts on time, it shows beforepay you're a reliable user. This might encourage them to increase your limit in the future. Avoid exceeding your current limit. This might seem obvious, but going over your limit can negatively impact your trustworthiness with beforepay and hinder your chances of getting an increase. Beforepay is a tool, not a crutch. Beforepay can be a helpful tool, especially for unexpected expenses. But it's important to remember it's not a free pass to spend more than you earn. Always be mindful of how much you borrow and make sure you can repay it comfortably before your next payday. Alternatives to consider. Beforepay isn't the only option out there. You might want to consider negotiating with your employer. Some employers offer flexible pay options, allowing you to access a portion of your paycheck earlier. Building an emergency fund. This is the ultimate safety net. Having some savings set aside for unexpected expenses can help you avoid relying on beforepay or other short-term loans. So, while there's no guaranteed way to increase your beforepay limit immediately, by being a responsible user and building a strong financial track record, you might see an increase over time. Remember, beforepay is a tool. Use it wisely. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.